Hey everyone. I felt pretty inspired today and I came across a concept yesterday that I wanted to talk a little bit about because I do see this as kind of a future concept that I don't believe a lot of people are really thinking about. So I wanted to start by first sharing this example for you. What you're looking at here is kind of a goofy example of just white text on a white background. And what you can see is when GPT is looking at this image, it can read the text. So in its response, the context is there. Now, this is all well and good, and if you take this concept and play with it, there's a lot of fun things that you can do. It does look like whatever you write on the image, for example, takes over the context. So a lot of people are using it for prompt injection and this and that. That's not what today's video is about. When I saw this, one of the very first things that I thought about was search engine optimization, where web designers and web developers are making conscious choices to really work with the crawlers that they anticipate are going to be looking over their website and using it for things like search engines. Well, we're approaching a new world where generative search is now invading everything. We've got it with Bing, we're seeing it with Google. A lot of people are going directly to GPT-4 to just type and search directly in the tool. And you might also remember that OpenAI designed a web crawler of their own, something to explore the internet, to collect, analyze data, all that good stuff. And in response, and I think out of the sheer fear that a lot of people have about generative search and about a lot of things surrounding AI, it did seem like the default position for a lot of people were, okay, how do I turn that off? So yeah, a couple months back when GPT-bot first came out, it seemed like a lot of companies immediately wanted to disable its access. Now, let me bring your attention back to what we're looking at, and I think what we're eventually going to see. This isn't a today thing, this is a down the line as people are starting to think about the future of generative search, put everything together, and design the future of the internet. And what it feels like you're going to see is more context delivery tools, sort of like what we're seeing here. And my theory is that for a good long chunk of time, we're probably going to see people try to use tools like this or methodologies like this to influence those GPT bots or other similar technologies. Because in the event that Google, let's say, for example, does not have the biggest market share for search anymore, and if generative search truly is the future, if it is truly taking over, in addition to things like meta tags or the things that search engine optimization was already currently wrapped around, we might even get to see more clever or creative options like this make their way into the fold. Taking it a step further and giving you a more vivid example of what this does, this is a digital resume with a digital watermark. When GPT looks at it, it sees things that you can't. And I think this is maybe a better example of how this is influential in a way that you might not be able to even tell what's going on. So as GPT4v with vision and the ability to use image context to influence the prompt becomes more and more popular, we're going to see more prompt injection using things like invisible technologies. And I don't believe that that's going to just affect the internet landscape. I mean, we're probably going to see scams surrounding this and all kinds of different stuff. You never really know. Taking a bit of a closer look at the image, you can see exactly how this is done, where it's just white on white, maybe a different color white, maybe a little bit of an off-white. It's not visible to you or the computer screen, but it's certainly very visible to GPT. I will include the link for the original thread in this video because there's a lot of very interesting examples like this where people were having a lot of fun with it. But again, the point of today's video was really more about the power of how this form of prompt injection might actually change the face of the future internet. In fact, even without the advent of images, just text that you place on your website is going to influence crawlers. One piece of good news that I do have is it looks like, at least from examples like this, that the tools have the ability to detect this if you're looking for it. So I would imagine that OpenAI might be able to build something to actually circumvent this and fix it, so it doesn't really interfere with what GPT-4 is supposed to be doing. I also want to give credit to Riley Goodside. I believe he's the one who originally found this. If he's not, I apologize, but his is the post that I originally did find. And again, check out the link in the description. There's plenty of examples in there that you can even download and upload on your own if you wanted to try it yourself. But this is also something that may get patched out in the very next version of GPT-4v, whenever that is. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you're looking forward to trying it out, hopefully you have a chance before they get in there and fix it. I want to try to make an effort to make more content in between my news pieces. So if you do like this video, you can let me know by leaving me a like or dropping me a comment, and I'm trying to make more of an effort to get more media out there. But that'll be it for me today. Thank you for your time with me here, and as always, thanks for watching.